Hello friends, welcome to our channel Mechanical Motivator. In this video, we're going to see a topic on strength of material. Already I added a playlist in strength of material and I started uploading the video. So keep and stay tuned with Mechanical Motivator. So let us go into the video. Today what we're going to say is, we're just going to see what is strength of material and why is it an important subject. Basically, two department people will be studying this subject. One is mechanical and another is civil. So both mechanical and civil engineering student, strength of material is a very important subject through their career as well as in their lifetime. So mechanical students will be studying this subject in fourth semester and civil engineering students will be studying this subject in third semester. I think so, the students who are watching this video, if you are in fourth semester, you just think upon or 2 semesters back, that is in second semester you might have learned engineering mechanics. Engineering mechanics is the basic for this subject, it is the base. Okay, so you might have heard of this name in various different names as well as in different textbook. If you see the textbook, the textbook names will be like strength of materials or mechanics of solid or mechanics of material. All the three names will be resembling or sounding the same meaning. So whichever textbook or whichever wordings you see, all the three wordings or three sentence means the same. So usually we will be calling it as a SOM, that is strength of material. What we going to study? We just going to study the strength of a material. So we will be going through this subject not only during this semester as well as throughout our lifetime. We will be dealing with many circumstances and real-time example which will be dealing with strength of material subject. So as I said before, engineering mechanics is the basic which you have studied in your second semester. So engineering mechanics can be divided into three different categories. The first one is called statics, second is dynamics, and third is mechanics of material, which can also be said as strength of material. What is static, what is dynamic? Before going into this, I just want to explain one basic concept. So all of us know what is a rigid body. So rigid body means even if we keep on applying a force or pressure on the object, the body does not have any deformation. See, consider this as a rigid body. This is a rigid body. There are 2 points inside rigid body, point 1, point 2. The distance between point 1 and point 2 is A. So even if we apply various forces like F1, F2, F3, F4 on the rigid body, the distance between point 1 and point 2 does not change. So what does it mean? Even if we apply many forces on a body, there won't be any deformation. Such object is called as rigid bodies. So this is the basic concept. So while studying statics and dynamics, we will be dealing with rigid bodies. Dynamics means in your 5th semester, if you are a mechanical engineering student, means in your 5th semester you will be studying dynamics of machine. So in dynamics of machine as well as statics, what and all you will be studying? You will be studying how the forces are rotated or how much vibration will be applied on a machine or an object. So these such kinematics of machinery. So these things and all will be mainly dealing with rigid bodies. So these and all you will be studying in your upcoming semester. So what is statics? What is dynamics? Even when an external force is applied on a body, that is study of external effort or external effects on a solid body. So we will be studying only what are not the external effects or external forces acting on a rigid body. So such type of study is called deals with statics and dynamics. So this is what you just going to study in upcoming semester. You will be dealing or studying only with the forces acting on the object. So these are all called as external effect. Whereas in strength of materials or mechanics of material, what we are going to study? We just going to study the internal effect and deformation due to the external force or external pressure applied on a body. See, understand one thing. So in strength of materials, what we are going to study is, if in case the body get deformed, means what we will be saying, it is comes under the category of a elastic material, and such type of body is called as a deformable bodies. So whenever or if we applied a force on a body, if the body changes its dimension or position, means it will be coming under elastic nature and it will be coming under deformable bodies. So such type of bodies will be, we will be studying in strength of material. So what we just going to do is, we just going to study the internal effect or deformation which takes place mainly due to the external force applied. So basically we will be dealing with elasticity, Hooke's law. So such terminology we will be go through or studying in this subject. So mainly understand one thing, we just going to study the internal effects and deformation which going to take place inside an object. So that's what we are going to study in this subject. So let us see the definition. So this is the two definition for strength of material. When an external force acts on the body tends to undergo deformation. When an external force acting on the body tends to undergo some deformation. Then its failure takes place. What happens if we keep on applying a force or a load on your object? At certain point it will be withstanding, but at one point it will fail. So failure will be taking place. So this is what we will be plotting in stress strain graph for ductile as well as brittle material. The second one is due to cohesion between the molecule. Cohesion is, previously we saw a rigid body having 2 points, right? So what does the 2 point will be doing is, the 2 points will be having some bonding between them. So it has to stay rigid in order to maintain the distance. So they will be having some cohesion or some bonding between them. So such type of bonding or resistance offered by the material against the applied force is called the strength of the material. For example, if a boy is standing here, so when I push him, what happens? He will be resisting, right? Okay, when I push him, his body or will be resisting some resistance against my force. So such type of resistance which occurred inside his body is called the stress or strength of his body. The same thing here. The resistance offered by the material against the external forces will be determining the strength of a material. So inside some resistance have been created, right? Such type of resistance we will be calling it as a stress. Okay, we all know what is stress is. In definition, where we say means stress is equal to load by area. But internally it will be forming as a resistance against the applying force. So it will be determining the strength of a material. So the body will be resisting a force against the external force. This resistance offered by the body will be called as the strength of a material. So let us see with an example. So I have taken the example of a chair or stool. So just assume, kindly adjust the diagram. So assume this as a stool or a chair. So normally we will be studying this subject mainly to understand the strength of a material. So material property plays a major role because the material is made up of different properties, because it will be involving different properties depending upon the material which we choose. For example, if we choose a dry corn plant, okay, if the stool has to be made with a dry corn plant, means it should be like a toy in the hands of the kids. So we can't apply any load on that. Okay, so in toy shop, small toys will be there, right? So it should be, no load should be applied on it. So such a material is called as a dry corn plant, upon which no load has to be given. Next is, if the same stool is made up of a bamboo stick. So bamboo stick means it can withstand, for example, 50 to 60 kg of weight. Okay, 50 to 60 kg it can bear it up. So such a candidate, such a small kids or children can sit on such a chair made up of bamboo sticks. Next is medium load. For example, the same stool is made up of a timber, that is wood, means it will be having some resistance and some toughness, right? So automatically we can apply more load. So it can withstand around 200 kg. In case if the stool or a chair is made up of a timber logs or wood, means it can withstand up to 200 kg. The same stool or chair, if it is made up of a steel section, steel, you know very well, mild steel. So definitely a heavy load can kept on this stool. So for example, up to 300 to 400 or 300 to 500 kg of weight can be placed on this stool if the stool is made up of steel section. So depending upon whatever material we are choosing for manufacturing, the purpose keeps on vary. But depending upon what material and how much resistance it can give to the applied load, the strength of the material is defined accurately, and it is very very important. The same thing, we might be studying the application of strength of materials in other subjects also, like design of machine element. For designing an object, the strength of a material or bonding between the material is very very important. So you will be studying the design of machine element in 5th semester. So at that time also strength of material plays a major key role, even for manufacturing engineering. Okay, so if you are making a prototype also, for example, initially you need to give a design, right? So when you are making a design in AutoCAD or SolidWorks also, you need to give some load and you need to check it up in ANSYS how much weight it withstand, whether it breaks or cracks or whatever happens, we will be studying. So everything will be rolling or rounding about this important subject as strength of material. So all these things will be dealing with the strength of a material. So strength of material is a very very important subject which will be a strong basis for you if you are thorough with it. So if you study well and if you get thorough, means it will be very much helpful for you in the upcoming semester. So I wish all of you all the best and wish you all best of luck for studying this subject and understanding the concept. I try to upload more relevant video within the syllabus, as well as I'll try to explain the concept in a simple and easy way. So stay tuned with our channel Mechanical Motivator. Thanks for watching this video. Have a great day.